don't know all this goodness. All I got to do is lay here, and you get all this goodness. This is too good. I don't know what you talking about. This is a manifestation vessel. I'm talking about I suck. So today's topic, we're going to tell how to tell your girl she sucks in bed. Oh my God, you better not. Yeah. So how to tell a girl she sucks in bed. Now, it could be, it's dry. It's dry down there. Or there's no movement, you know what I'm saying? Or she doesn't know how to work the inner muscles. Or it doesn't seem pleasurable for her. Or she seems preoccupied. Or she seems to shut down. Like, it's more hurting than it should be pleasurable. For whatever reason, you're not getting that intimacy, that closeness, that like, yo, it's good for you as it is for me type thing. And you're doing all that you can do, meaning you have the bedroom skills, your equipment is optimum par, your diet is right, you're seeing the doctor, you got the Tantra coach that keep you nice and clear. Boy, you can project and all this. Boy, you could send her to another level. But she's just not, like, it's not evenly matched. Like, we got to get her kind of up to speed. Welcome to 10 Minutes of Tantra, where we scour the internet to bring you the latest news on all things Tantra. How will we tell her this without shutting her down, making her feel more, making it worse than what it is, and not getting what we want out of the relationship? And then I've attacked this relationship when she's so good at other areas, but it's just this one thing. We kind of work with what we got, but we don't know how to address it without making it worse. Well, I'm here to help you out, give you some tips or how to make it work. It depends on her ego. So with women, you don't want to come directly, hey, you suck. You don't want the women coming to you, so don't do it to her, say you exactly suck. What you have to do is do it in a kind of independent way, or you have to work on her ego. Okay, so doing it an independent way. Let's go this way. Just like how in the segment for men, you have to figure out her love language. You attack her love language. Say her love language is service, like mine. So if you're mowing the lawn, I ain't got to tell you, or you're doing a honey-do list, or you making sure gas is in my car, or you making sure bills is paid, or you making sure the car is washed, or, these are services. So you can tell my love language is service. So if you're doing these things, I'm going to want to reciprocate because I want to show my gratitude. And the moment she does this, and women typically, if they're already in the cooking mode and all that, then the gratitude will naturally either, because we know that you guys like sex, so we know the thing is going to gravitate toward that. So when it does, and this is the opportunity to discuss that, but you have to have a game plan in place, and you have it to say it in a way to where she's going to feel safe. And she is going to be able to express herself. Okay, so safety is number one. So when you bring it up, so she may be like, okay, well, honey, it's start kissing and hugging. And I'll be like, honey, I really appreciate the fact that you're showing me love and all of this. But what I really want to do is for us to do this. And you got to have it here. What I really want is for us to have a date night where we work on our intimacy. You set up a time, you set up a day, and you set up what you're going to do. That's what men do. That linear thing, that'll work right there. Set up a time, day, and what you're going to do. So what we're going to do, honey, is say, well, we're going to either do bedroom skills. We have bedroom skills training. There are Tantra courses out here. Whatever you think that will work with her, that's when you present at this time. For the most basic, though, if it's the intimacy, I would start with something she can control. And that is the endowment time, meaning she can, and that'll be pleasurable for you too, the endowment time, because that is not so much attacking her directly, as far as, oh, you're not making noise, oh, you're dry, but that gives her something like a really base thing that she can easily do to build up confidence, to be like, okay, I want to take it to the next level, because in the course, it goes on to reflexology, and along with the pleasure, so she now sees doors to other things. Like, okay, now she's doing the endowment time for him. It's like, well, honey, what about the endowment time for me? And when she starts to getting curious, that's when you start working the way up to where it is you want to be. Now you're doing reflexology on her, and now she's going to be like, well, this is good, this feels good. And this is probably another video of what I should put in the course of what to expect, because she will begin to release those pebbles, rocks, and boulders that is sabotaging her sexual experience through the reflexology that you will learn with her endowment time, right? And so she'll want more. And so as she's building you up, you're building her up, and thus creating a very good sexual base, a sexual experience and skills in which you can build upon. However, when you get just having the conversation is kudos in itself, because it's such a touchy conversation, and it can go real negative real quick and leave people scarred. So the goal is to do it in a situation where people are already wanting to give to you anyway. So if they're already in the state, hey, I want to give to you anyway, what is it could I give to you to show my appreciation? And then is when you inject that thing. So that way you're adding to the situation versus taking away. Now, if you're going to the other side, which is the ego side, then you need to know her counterfeit personality. Is it psychopathic? Is it oral? Is it anal? Is it schizoid? Is it masochistic? And whatever trigger it is, you have to state that in the direct way. What do I mean by that? It is the McDonald's way, because it's playing on their ego. And even though you may have good intentions, lesser way. It's not the greatest of ways. It's not the highest and best way. It's more the lesser way. It's the McDonald's way. So you find out what her counterfeit personality is, and you play that. So, for example, if mine is a schizoid, meaning they have a propensity that you're wrong and I'm right, the conversation would be like, hey, I know we have a good relationship, and I know you have the best intentions to do what is right and best for our relationship to help it last. I think bedroom skill or this program you should look at too, or this coach, or this, I think too that you will feel that it is right and best for our relationship. Or somebody who's controlling. Hey, I know you like to be on top of things. I think we should look at this too as another avenue to use as a tool, and it's geared toward women. I think it would be a good fit. Something like that. Playing to their ego, right? And then in that situation, you don't want to do it when it is heated, but you don't want to do it when it's a totally happy time either. So like a neutral time where nothing so much is going on. And they could have, and they have full attention. Because if it's distracted for her at this time, if it's some type of a distraction, she's going to think it was done in a sneaky type way, because you waited until I was distracted. I.e., you waited till little Becky wanted me to read a story to her, and she's like, please read me a story. You promised to read a story, and then you interjected it then. It's kind of like, you're not, you're kind of sneaking it in, and that's what children do. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't want to see them in that light, because it can go real sideways really quick. So those are the top 2 ways that I suggest that you bring it up. We want to give them a way to get better, right? And we want to point them in the direction so we get exactly what we want, right? So check out the other playlist. Give me a comment, like, and share. Let me know what you think, other topics that you want me to talk about. And I will see you next time.